Well, hello there, YouTube. This is Crazy Cool New Yorker coming at you today. It's a little cloudy out, but the weather is nice. It's a nice little breeze. I think it's about 80, 82 degrees, so that's good enough for me. Get the bike out and go do some riding. I'm going to jump on the Taconic today. It's not often that I'm on the Taconic. I'm going to take it all the way to almost the last exit, and then make my way up 22 and come back down. It's going to be a nice little journey today. I think I'm about 60 miles from the tip of the Tonic. I think Interstate I-90 picks it up. But hey, I figured it'd be nice to do it. As you can see, the Victory has no problem getting up to speed. I'm not going to do too much speeding. It's a nice BMW there. What I'll probably do is, since the speed limit is 55, I'll lock it in at 55 and just talk to you guys. Actually, I probably won't put it in cruise control. Got a couple of cars behind me. Let's keep our speed up here. Going uphill. So what are we going to talk about today? Not sure. I think we're just whatever comes to mind. I was watching the one they call Paul blog the other day, and he said everyone cheats, and that's a little touchy subject, because you're going to have a lot of people that will not admit they cheated because their spouse may be watching the YouTube channel when they answer, so their answers may be different. But I like the topics that everyone is coming up with. It gives me insight on the motorcycle world, and of course it makes my day. I get home and I play with the kid, and my wife and I, we come in, we relax. The baby, he's on level 10, so we give him some time. And around 10 o'clock, I usually call it a night. I don't go to sleep, I just kind of freshen up and go into bed. But what we do is we put the baby to sleep. So that gives me a time to, hold on one second, I think I got to sneeze. Excuse me. I wonder if that's the first sneeze on YouTube Motorblog. So what my wife will end up doing is she uses that time to catch up on all the shows that she missed, and I'll go upstairs, I'll put the baby to sleep, and then I'll either watch a little TV or I'll watch you guys. And it's a good balance that we have. It's an undercover cop. He's moving kind of fast, so he must have somebody he's going after. It's a Sunday. Just let the person go. So that's what I do. That's usually how our day is. And, on the weekend, I usually get some riding in a couple of days, maybe once or twice in the middle of the week. But Sunday is usually my day. I go out and ride. Sometimes I do a Saturday. I sneak out. If my wife is going to do some shopping, and it's her mom is with her, or her cousins or something, they don't need me tagging along. So then I'll stay home, and then I'll just get on the bike and head out, and then we'll sync back up when we get in. But what I wanted to talk to you about today, it just popped into my mind, is effective communication. Being said, have you ever had a disagreement with someone and you have a valid point? I mean, I've seen it plenty of times where the person is in every show which way right of the statement that they're trying to make. But the person that you're speaking to is not receptive, and right away you just lose it and you start cursing. Now what happens is you're no longer getting your points across. What you're doing, what the other person is now hearing, is you just cursing at them, and they're basically tuning you out. You're getting more frustrated, and you'll start cursing more and probably throwing some name calling around and stuff like that. And the person, they feel your energy, and then they retaliate, and they start cursing you out, and the whole point that you was trying to make is lost. A perfect example of this is when I worked out in the pharmaceutical industry, and it was these two managers, and both of them were, good managers, good guys, and it was a meeting. We just came back from a symposium meeting, and I think like somebody dropped the ball with a laptop setup or something like that. So one of the managers had a great idea, really, really, really good idea. He pitched it to us first, and we thought it was a good idea. And when the other manager came in, he pitched it to him. But the manager, he didn't think it, would work. He said it may work for you, but not for his project. And the other manager, they started to go back and forth a little. First it was light, everybody was standing there just watching, not paying too much attention. But then it just went to the left all of a sudden. And the two guys started, the anger started coming in, the energy started coming through, their voices started to raise. And next thing you know, one person let a curse word fly. And the next person, the other person let it fly. And the rest of the entire conversation was more F-bombs and the son of this and the bees and all that other stuff, and nobody was trying to make a valid point anymore. And we just sat there and said, the point that it was a stupid argument. We just sat there and said, you guys need to learn how to work together and get your point across without always getting upset. Because now what happened is that person is no longer listening to what you're saying. And this goes in a marriage as well. We all know that your spouse knows you better than anybody else, and they're the ones that can push your buttons quicker. So when you're having a discussion with your spouse, it doesn't have to be your wife, or your husband. It could be a girlfriend. I mean, you're in a relationship or a boyfriend, and you just know how to push that person's button. And instead of you guys continuously talking so the other person can hear your thoughts or hear what you need to say, you get frustrated because they're not receptive, and you start cursing. Now that person really isn't going to listen. That's when you get the door slamming and all that other stuff, and everything, the entire point that you was trying to make is gone. I've seen it a lot of times. I mean, hey, I'm guilty of it too. I don't curse too much. Every now and then I may let one slide, but I really don't like using a lot of profanity, because when I'm upset, I want you to understand the reason why I'm upset. So I make it my business not to curse, and unless it's so elevated that I see you just actually no, then I still remain level-headed. You know why? Because the person who's cursing looks like the fool. You got that one person who's talking, who's not being taken out of his game, and then you got that other person walking back and forth, snorting and spitting and cursing and throwing his hands up, and the other person is just standing there still making a valid point. So that's what I try to be. I try to be that guy who makes the valid point, make you look stupid, really. I haven't done it in a while. Once you get past a certain age, you don't want to do that stuff anymore. But I figured that it would be nice to share that topic with you guys. What do? Do you get up there and curse and go crazy, or do you stay focused? So I'm going to sign off now. This is Crazy Cool New Yorker, and as always, love what you ride and ride what you love. Thank you.